In 1978, a movie hit the screens that revved up audiences' excitement. Convoy, directed by Sam Peckinpah, is a wild ride of truckers defying the law and making their own rules on the open road. With its mix of action, humor, and drama, this film grabs your attention from the start. But hold on tight, because there's more to this movie than meets the eye. As you watch, you'll uncover funny moments that'll have you laughing out loud, shocking scenes that'll leave you wide-eyed, and sad moments that'll tug at your heartstrings. So keep your eyes glued to the screen because there's a lot to see. Have you ever wondered how this movie has impacted someone's life, or when they first watched it? Share your stories and memories with us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you, so buckle up and get ready for a ride you won't forget. Convoy is more than just a movie. It's an experience waiting to be shared. There's something about a convoy of rebel truckers tearing through the American heartland that just sticks with you. You know the one I'm talking about, the movie with Kristofferson and MacGraw, where they're chased by a corrupt cop named Dirty Lyle, played by Ernest Borgnine. It's more than just a film, it's a piece of cultural history. Back in Hungary in the late 80s, during the socialist era, it was one of the few American flicks we got to see on TV. Even as a kid, I could tell it was a big deal. Everyone was playing with toy trucks, dreaming of hitting the road like those guys in the movie. Looking back, it's clear the movie captures the essence of the 70s American spirit. It's all about sticking it to the man and doing things your own way, you know? But it's not just about action and rebellion. The movie digs deep into social and political issues too. It's like a reflection of the struggle between the working class and the folks in charge, showing how ordinary people fight for a voice in a world that's stacked against them. Sure, filming wasn't all smooth sailing, especially out there in New Mexico. But despite the bumps, it helped put the place on the map and showed off its natural beauty. Some folks might nitpick about how the movie was put together, but you can't deny its impact. It's a slice of history, a reminder of a time when folks weren't afraid to stand up and make some noise. So, if you're into American cinema or just curious about the 70s vibe, the movie is a must-see. In 1978, Sam Peckinpah took the helm of a film project that initially bore little resemblance to the gritty, politically charged road epic it would become. Originally conceived as a light-hearted action comedy akin to Smokey and The Bandit, the movie underwent a dramatic transformation under Peckinpah's direction. He reworked the script, infusing it with his trademark themes of rebellion and anti-establishment sentiment, crafting a modern-day Western set on the highways where truckers, led by a charismatic protagonist, take a stand against corrupt authorities and unjust regulations. This bold reimagining, coupled with Kristofferson's commanding presence as the lead, propelled the film to unexpected success, tapping into the lingering fascination with CB radios and trucker culture that had swept the nation earlier in the decade. Through Peckinpah's vision and Kristofferson's portrayal, Convoy emerged as a potent commentary on power, freedom, and the enduring spirit of the American road warrior. Amidst the challenges of making the movie, there were some serious clashes between the director and producer, which got pretty intense. The director, Peckinpah, managed to rally his team together, including both experienced folks and newcomers like Petrus Martinez. They all pitched in to make the film work. The heart of the story revolved around this big all-truck driven by Rubber Duck. It wasn't just a truck, it represented freedom and rebellion. Behind the scenes, there were a bunch of other trucks ready to roll, helping out with stunts and adding to the movie's rough feel. As things smoothed out and ideas flowed, the movie started taking on a life of its own. Despite the earlier conflicts, Convoy turned out to be quite the ride, showing how teamwork and dedication can make something special happen. And when the credits rolled, it was clear that everyone's hard work paid off, showing the power of working together in movie making. Amidst the glitz and glam of Hollywood in 1978, a famous director, Sam Peckinpah, was caught up in a whirlwind of drugs. He was taking a mix of cocaine, quaaludes, and vitamin shots, which left him confused and paranoid. Despite this, he managed to direct what would become his best film ever. This film was a huge success, making more money than any of his previous works. During the chaos of making the film, one of the actors, Burt Young, included a subtle reference to his famous character from Rocky by naming his truck Polly Hauling. As audiences watched the movie, they were captivated by its intense scenes and gripping story. In the end, despite all the challenges faced during its creation, the film became incredibly popular and was loved by many. It showed that determination and hard work can lead to great success, even in the face of difficulties. Rubber Duck leaves with all of Melissa's luggage still in his sleeper at 1:23:44. Ollie MacGraw found working with Sam Peckinpah on this film to be so stressful that she got a fever blister on her lower lip from all the stress she was feeling. One change Sam Peckinpah made to the script was casting black actors to add more dimension. In the rugged terrain of the film's setting, tension simmered not just among the characters, but also among the cast and crew. The arduous conditions of filming under the scorching sun or the biting cold tested everyone's patience. Ollie MacGraw, with her remarkable talent, faced the challenges head-on, embodying her character with depth and authenticity despite the demanding circumstances. Sam Peckinpah's directorial vision, though taxing, pushed boundaries and sparked conversations about representation and storytelling. Rubber Duck's departure marked a turning point in the narrative, symbolizing a journey fraught with peril and camaraderie. As the convoy continued its tumultuous trek across the country, the weight of their mission bore down on each member, shaping their destinies in unforeseen ways. The road ahead was fraught with uncertainty, but amidst the chaos, bonds were forged and tested, echoing the complexities of human experience. And so, the wheels kept turning, propelling them forward into the unknown, with each mile etching their story deeper into the annals of cinematic history. In the world of movies, sometimes people choose unexpected paths that lead to great adventures. Imagine two friends, Hal Needham and Burt Reynolds. They were given a chance to make a new movie together. Instead of doing what was expected, they decided to make something totally different. Smokey and the Bandit. In another hobby, amateur radio operators have a special nickname for a common thing, the rubber antenna on handheld radios. They call it a rubber duck. It's a fun name that adds personality to their hobby. Then there's Ollie MacGraw, an actress who's been in many movies. Even though she was 38 years old, she took on a role in Smokey and the Bandit that made her seem much younger. This choice made the story more interesting because it showed the character facing challenges that younger people might face. The decision to cast MacGraw in a role that seemed different from her age was done on purpose. It made the story more complex, touching on ideas about youth, experience, and time passing. MacGraw's acting made the character's journey feel real and relatable to the audience. Every choice in making a movie, like who to cast and what script to use, is important. Smokey and the Bandit is a great example of how taking a different path can lead to an amazing adventure. It's a story that still captures people's hearts today because it shows that sometimes doing things differently leads to the best experiences.